Astrology is a powerful social tool that can help us connect. We all want to feel like we belong, and astrology can definitely help with that. Even just a little bit of knowledge can give you an advantage of how to understand yourself and others. But there are common misconceptions of what astrology is and what it isn't. Astrology can help you in many ways. By using the meanings assigned to the stars and planets, things that never stop moving, what we have is a continuous rotational system. Certain aspects can serve as a template for self-improvement. If anything, astrology is an excellent tool to determine how to best move through your life path.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
Astrology can help you pinpoint suppressed talents you may possess and provide you with specific hints on how to best develop them. You can use it to know where your energies are best placed, whether you are a creative or a more logical person. Knowing what planets and elements you have in your natal chart can guide you to a less strenuous path and point you to your happy place.
Oh, so happy.
If you think about it, the zodiac is the oldest personality study. Each sign is said to represent a certain type of personality. For example, your traits and characteristics might be defined by whether you're a Virgo or a Libra. Just as astrology tells us which positive traits are associated with each sign, it also tells us about the negative parts of our personality. Luckily, astrology also tells us how to fix those negative traits, and even just being aware of our worst tendencies can help us learn to keep from acting out. Self-knowledge and introspection are some of the most powerful tools we have. We all have a hard time being completely objective about ourselves, but astrology presents our personality in a more objective way that can be super useful. Think of astrology as the index part of your personal book. It'll point out all sorts of useful things about you that you may have never thought about.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Astrology helps us see unproductive or even self-destructive behavior that you might never have noticed before, but can fix. Astrologers believe we must be accountable for our actions and to recognize that we do have choices. The study of astrology will help you sort out those options. We know we are not controlled by the planets, but the planets do create a certain atmosphere that keeps us on our toes. It's believed there is a direct relationship between the activities of the planets and what we've got going on here on Earth. I mean, the moon does affect our water system, and we're 70% water, so...
The phases of life are set by phases up above.
Most people see a relationship between full moons and human behavior. Astrologers just see this phenomenon in much greater detail. When you're going through a hard time, astrology can give you hope because you'll know when the cosmos will give you a hand or kick you when you're down. When you hear someone say Mars is in Taurus or Mercury is in retrograde, pay attention. Transits can affect us greatly.
Gravity is pulling me to your heavenly body.
Discovering the effects the stars and planets have on our mental well-being can aid us in understanding how and why people operate the way they do. By understanding how we are all wired, we will be better able to combat any unwanted mental health stresses that come our way.
Look at what you've been through. Look at what you've been through.
We all want love and acceptance, but the way that life is set up, it can sometimes seem impossible.
Nobody loves me. Nobody.
When you do the work to try and understand you, it makes it easier to understand and accept others. Self-acceptance is crucial for healthy relationships. Unattended and unevolved parts of ourselves act out until we get to the healing and nurturing attention they require. Understanding astrology can help us understand others better and have more love and compassion for humanity in general.
We're gonna get ice cream!
Astrology is founded on understanding the position of the stars, which seems scientific enough. Astrologers do seek to explain the natural world, but they don't usually attempt to critically evaluate whether those explanations are valid, and this is a key part of science. Scientists evaluate ideas against evidence and reject or modify those ideas when evidence doesn't support them. Astrologers do not take that same critical perspective, therefore, astrology cannot be a science. The very definition of religion is the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power. Astrology is a field of knowledge and a fascinating resource. Most of all, it is a learning tool. There is no system of belief that guides believers. Astrology is morally ambiguous. There is no right or wrong. There is no righteousness. Religions have a path to follow and negative consequences if one strays.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Astrology is none of that. Outcomes are independent of actions. Astrology is often used as an excuse. When you challenge someone's questionable behavior, too often the answer will be, I'm a Capricorn. Using astrology as an excuse to how we really see reality insults everyone's intelligence, while preventing us from embracing our true selves. If you're a shitty person, that's on you. We are all born with free will. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide who you are and what you're not.
No one else is going to find that spot. Love yourself.
Astrology cannot change your fate. It can only make you aware of your karmas and guide you in the right direction. Everything else depends solely on you. What is made for you is made for you regardless of your zodiac sign. Yes, astrology is here to help, but it shouldn't limit you on what you can be and what you can do. I know I can be what I want to be.